You ready?
It's going. We're
All
live.
righty. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Marcela and Ryan with Ready, Play, and Grow. Pleased to see you all here. Big shout out to our RPG family that is starting to grow. Thank you very much. We appreciate you all. So, one of the big problems that we've been solving for people and small business owners, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs is the ability to create good branded on point content at scale. And we are doing that using AI tools to ensure that you are creating content that is on point with your awareness, consideration, and conversion funnels. And
Yeah.
Marcella can speak to that for one
No,
moment.
I think that's right on. The biggest challenge a lot of small business owners have is they're not marketers by trade. We're all doing what we love or hoping to do what we love, make some money out of it. And as you and I are helping them examine their marketing strategy or make plans for their content, they're missing the content that fits the awareness, building brand, letting people know who they are, consideration. Why should they buy from you? What are the details that matter? And then, of course, conversion. Do you have those pages that allow people to push the magic button of buy or contact us, whatever the CTA click through action is? They were missing layers and layers of content. And rather than try to teach all of that, what I love about what you've done, Ryan, is just baked it right into it.
Yeah, absolutely. We have honed between Marcella and I, pooling our marketing knowledge and what is required, using the benefits of being able to code and understand AI, which I dove into probably 4+ years ago now. We've created this tool that will analyze your website. It's going to pull the data from your site. It's going to add some other frameworks in there as well to keep it on point for your particular brand. And it's going to give you a tool that you can start to use to do 30, 60, 90-day planning. You can get articles ready to send directly to your VA, your virtual assistant, as we like to explain our acronyms here and use them as little as possible. So what we'd like to do today is walk you through that tool, show you how very simple it is to use, and how you can then take what our tool generates, build your own custom GPT or your own custom branded AI for your business. That's yours. We're not hanging on to it and holding a ransom for you. And you can start creating your content that is going to be aware, it's going to be considerate, and it's going to give you conversions. So that's what we'd like to do right now. So on screen is Ready, Play, and Grow. This is our landing page. When you get here, you'll need to log in first, which we'll do just here. I use my Google account to log into the site. You can use that yourself. Once you're logged in, you'll see a little icon pop up here on the right. Then you're going to go to AI tools. Now, this is assuming that you are a signed up user with us on either our free plan or on one of our other plans that we have. Just as a quick overview so that you know, we do currently have 4 tools on the site. We have a pitch assessment, an operations risk assessment, the content planner, which is what we're going to look at right now, and we also have our brand 360 audit. Once you click into one of our tools, you will have to log in using a Google account. I am actually already logged in, which is why the screen has come straight up. But once you're logged into our content knowledge base creator, it's a very simple tool. We try to keep this as simple as possible. If anyone has any tips, helps, or suggestions, let us know. We're always ready to refine things. So once you come into our tool, you're going to click onto the Create Knowledge Base. The information you're filling out here is purely for you so that you can see internally what you're using. So I'm just going to call this my first base. And we're going to use Ready, Plan, Grow, our own business, as the example here. Then we are going to create and start our knowledge base. First thing we need to do is enter the web address. The reason we enter the web address is the way that this AI works is it is going to scan your website. It is going to understand your brand voice. It's going to understand, if you put the URL incorrectly, it will. It's going to understand your brand voice, and it is going to create code within the prompt that it's going to create to keep this AI on point for you. Now, the knowledge base it built is a basic knowledge base. It only contains 5 items. The items are listed. The items are listed here. We can come back and look at those a little later because it's moving on.
Here behind this wall, we're not going to let you see.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, we're not done yet. Essentially, what it needs 2 components to the AI in order to really give you some quality. One is the knowledge base, and the other is the brand profile and the brand voice. So the second part of the generation is to click on Generate Brand Profile. Once your brand voice is activated, that is also added to the code in the knowledge base, and now we can create the master prompt. So we click on Create Master Prompt, and I think we're about 3 clicks in right now. Then we come to the magic screen where we can generate our knowledge prompt, and then we can download our JSON file. Your JSON file will download in your browser. We're using Google Chrome here. You may be using Safari, Firefox, a different browser. But this is the key piece that you're going to need in order to create your custom GPT. It's that simple. Nothing else to do there. Marcela, anything else you'd like to point out on that?
No, this is great. This is the first time I see the update, so I am really happy about this.
Excellent. Good. Yes, this is also a demonstration for Marcela as well, guys. We've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to, or we have not had a chance to walk through it. So this is really exciting for both of us. So what you want to do once you've got your JSON file, this is your knowledge. Think of this as your brain, or the start of building out the brain for your business, essentially, for your content and brand. So you're going to log into ChatGPT. You will need a ChatGPT Plus account. And then if you click on GPTs in the left in the menu bar, and then click on the Explore button, this opens up your GPT panel, and you're going to want to look in the top right of the screen where you see the Create button. We are going to create our own GPT. Once you click that Create button, you have 2 options here, Create or Configure. We are going to configure because we already have everything we need. So we're going to start by naming our GPT, and we're going to call it Ready Plan Grow Content Team. Short description, we're just going to call it Content Generator just for ease of use, but you can call it whatever you want. Give it an appropriate description. The instruction is one of the key pieces, because what we need to do is ensure that this GPT operates on the JSON file that is uploaded. So it essentially informs itself of not only what it needs to do, but how it needs to do it and execute it. Use the keywords that we've included, because we do a small scrape of your website to get a small pool of seed keywords into this as well for you. And all of this can be added onto as well. So,
all right, while you're doing that, one of the other big differentiators beyond having the marketing funnel incorporated into this is your SEO expertise. So when the content builder is creating content for your business, it is going to ensure that it has checked for SEO optimization. When we say SEO, we mean SEO, what's it, GEO, SAIO, meaning we're thinking through traditional SEO, we're thinking through what the AI engines need, and the Q&A in essence that Google and the search engines want you to post on your website. Those FAQs are also incorporated into the thinking that we put into this prompt. So there's a lot of knowledge that's shot into this JSON that you can upload into your ChatGPT.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Marcela. And there's knowledge, there's psychological frameworks, there's different marketing frameworks. We've really gone hog wild on this to try and get the best that we can out of it. And we're constantly iterating on it as well. So you can always come in and make updates. So the next steps, and let me just step back one moment here. So we put in here to always use the uploaded JSON file as your knowledge base. We then want to upload the file that we created. So go into our downloads. Let's pick that file up just there. Wait until your file is uploaded completely. I personally always turn on the code interpreter and data analysis. The reason for this, that you're not necessarily just going to create content. You can start having other conversations with this AI about your business as well. And there may come a time that you want to upload a spreadsheet, do something else, and do some data analysis. So I would very much recommend turning this on as well. Once you have done that, you can choose an image for it to go here if you'd like, purely your choice. And then you're going to click the create button. At this point, you can share this GPT because you can grab the link. So if you have other members on your team, you can grab the link and they can use this GPT as well. But we'll have other videos where we go into sharing the GPTs you build across teams, isolating memory for them, and various other things that are a little bit above where we're just going right now. So once we save that, then OpenAI are going to work their magic. They're going to build this thing for us, and now we can take a look at it. So let's get rid of that. And Marcela is going to give me the first question that we are going to ask our new Ready, Plan, Grow AI.
What can I do with this ChatGPT?
Nice. All right, let's see, guys. Okay, because it's a great question and you're in the right place. Because this ChatGPT has been customized with your Ready, Plan, Grow master prompt, you can use it as your content creation engine, strategy partner, and brand consistent writing assistant for your business. Here's what you can do.
And here's the beauty of it. This is what I love.
Yeah, this is, does that look big enough on screen, or should I make that a little bigger?
Bigger would be better. And then do you want to close the side panel too, Ray?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks. Perfect.
Okay, Marcela, do you want to talk for a sec? I'm getting a little with my chest.
Yeah, no, sure. So we don't think about having a virtual assistant for your business. I know that we're not all there, but to make that investment right now. But if you have that hat on every Monday, and we really preach about consistency in our community, you want to set the date and time that you're going to think about content, produce that content, but it's very time consuming if you're not doing it right. So these are all of the different pieces of content that you should be considering for your business. So let's go ahead and ask for a 30-day content plan.
Absolutely. Let me just drop this down a little large. Let's see. We would like a 30-day.
Great. So you can see it's going to go through the ideas for content. This is great if you already understand your content strategy and your content themes, but let's take one step back. Hey, Ryan, why don't you ask it to give us a content strategy first? This is always where we recommend you start, is that strategy. So this is the beauty. Core purpose of the content: build trust, guide decision-making, so awareness, consideration, make sure that people understand our role as a brand. Now let's keep moving into the content pillars. So planning, AI, which is why we're here today, growth opportunities, entrepreneurship and mindset, and then systems and process, because we talk a lot about marketing operations and operations overall. So the 5 content pillars are great. Let's keep going through. You can see the recommendations on when you should be posting. Let's see, content tone and voice. Again, this normally comes out of a brand guide, but we looked at the website and it deduced your tone and voice. So if you don't have a brand guideline, this is a great place to start thinking about that as well. And certainly arguing with ChatGPT if you don't agree with what the prompt brought back. You can have those conversations. Repetition is important. So here are key messages, call to action. Again, that conversion is so important. And success measures. You should not be doing anything without thinking about what the success measures are. Now, Ryan, can you ask it who our target market is? Because we want to make sure that it is understanding the individuals that you are trying to attract for your business. Let's see if it got that right.
Let us see.
Let us see. Small business owners, entrepreneurs, wonderful. Stage of business, launch, unsure about prioritization, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, we're here to try to relieve some of that. So this is great. Solopreneurs and solo operators, absolutely. We all wear too many hats and we don't have big teams. So this is really good. Growing small businesses are our target market, and we have customers that are already in the growth stage that purchase different services from us. So this is wonderful. I agree with this. Now let's ask it to give me going back to the 30-day plan, give me the first week of content. So what I'm looking for here is, what is that post? What does it look like? Wonderful. Why clear planning matters, how to set priorities, common early stage mistakes. Wonderful. So if you are a small business owner and want your virtual assistant to now start producing content, and you agree to this 7-day plan, you can edit it, you can update it, you can change it. What we can do now is say, give me the 7-day package for my virtual assistant. Wonderful. So we have LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So our social properties and distribution points. Day 2, etc. Now, what I don't see here are the blog posts for each of these days. So Ryan, so that we're not overwhelming with this demo,
Yeah,
can we just get day 1 blog post?
exactly.
Now, your virtual assistant or whomever is running your marketing can go ahead and use this and just ask for the blog post. We are still at the stage where we want our hands on anything that's posted on our website. So we like to review anything that is going to be updated, posted to the blog. So while we're using this prompt to create content, there is still a human in the loop, meaning Ryan or I are making sure that we are reviewing every single piece of content that goes on our website. So let's see what it delivers to your virtual assistant. Here's day 1. You've got your SEO package, your blog content, image prompts, social media, and a checklist for your assistant. Here it is, URL slug, meta title, and meta description. Every single website that you're using will have an SEO checklist that should be fulfilled with what you have here. Now, some, for example, have excerpts. Some do not. It depends on how your website is set up. So you can go in and ask it for more. And if your content tool at Wix, WordPress, etc., is criticizing any of the content that you try to inject into it, then you can bring that problem just by doing a screenshot, uploading it, and it will solve it for you.
And you can just keep going, basically, day 2, day 3, and copy this out into a Google Doc, you're good to go. So
Thank you, Ryan. This is great. So the idea is to simplify your workflow using a pre-trained ChatGPT so that the knowledge base is already baked in and you're not wasting cycles trying to figure out whether or not you're getting the best results from your AI efforts. If you have any questions, we have office hours that you can pop into on a weekly basis. So please come and join us. And for our members, again, they can download this, continue to get updates from us as we improve the JSON files or the file that you upload into ChatGPT to make this happen. And I think the other important part is you don't have to just do a custom ChatGPT. We also tested this with projects. So if you prefer to work in projects, we will also provide directions for that so that you can work either way with a custom
and even
project.
Yeah, even Marcela, if your preferred brand of AI is Claude, for example, I think it's called Skills in Claude, if I remember correctly. You could download the JSON file into Skills in Claude. In Perplexity, I can't remember what they call it, but this JSON file, or JSON, just so people know, and it's not JSON as in the man's name, boy's name, is JSON. So JSON is the universal language that AIs understand when it comes to informing an AI how to work and giving it a framework to work from. So these are usable with any other AI if you happen to prefer that, or some people aren't a fan of ChatGPT, they have another preference. So it is universally available. You're not locked into ChatGPT, just so that you all know as well. That was fun. I think you're muted, Marcela. I cannot hear you.
Talking to myself as I tend to do. The big takeaways, regardless of whether you use our tools or not, is to be mindful that when you are creating content for your website, for your audience, you have to make sure that you are covering awareness, consideration, and conversion in that content creation. That's number one. Number two, you want to make sure that you're creating content that covers the different audiences that you're trying to speak to. As you saw from our prompt, we have members that are just starting their business and thinking about starting a business. We have members that have wonderfully successful businesses and they're looking to grow and scale them. We're not going to talk to them the same way. So you want to cover content across the spectrum of your target audience, and always double check the work. We can do our best to hand you prompts that are wonderful, but without that human in the loop, your brand is not going to resonate with your audience. And it's pretty obvious, in my opinion, when people are not double checking that work. So if you are using a virtual assistant, please make sure they understand your brand and give them a clear do's and don'ts. That's one of the additions that we make for our customers. As they learn their brand, we tell them to tell ChatGPT, add this to my do's, add this to my don'ts.
Yes.
So you can recreate a brand guide and hand that guide to the people responsible for creating your content. So just keep all of that in mind if you're going to try to do this yourself.
And I will just double down on what Marcela just explained to you all. AI is a wonderful tool. It is a fantastic tool, and it's genuine power for us as small business owners, people looking to expand and use it, is its power to scale. It is not its power to knowledge. The knowledge of an AI is you. It's what you put into it. What we have put into this is 600 pounds of concrete and a really good foundation for you. Okay, you want to build on that. This is very much, and as Marcela said, please, we beg you, do not trust everything it spits out. Double check and make sure, because with that human in the loop, it's the cherry on the top. It's how you go from just being a company that obviously uses AI for their content to being a targeted content marketer that is going to get conversions. So
couldn't agree more. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Coffee and a Prompt, and we'll see you next week.
thank you very much. We appreciate you all. Bye-bye.